So are you happy right now? Or are you thinking about being happy, or are you just not happy at all? Guys, it's Rick Ginn, and today we are going to talk about why we're happy, why we're not happy, why are we all over the board with it? And if this resonates with you, do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. So are you happy? It's a legitimate question, and most people don't even think about it. In fact, if you ask any type of stranger at the grocery store or when you're out driving, everyone's just like, I'm good, everything's good. The reality is we all know what it feels like to be happy, and it is a wonderful feeling. But so many of us are not happy, and it is a struggle. And I've been through the struggle. A lot of you are through the struggle. So let's talk about it. Here's my observations in my 54 years on planet Earth as a human being, is most people are happy with what we call if-then statements. If I get a great real estate deal, I'm going to be super happy. As I've been there, I've been happy so many times, thousands of times. It only lasts so far. And the problem is we call these conditional statements. If you create happiness around a condition, it's extremely temporary and it's dependent on something else happening, sometimes out of your control or out of your direct control. And this is the reason you want to avoid it. Do you find yourself using statements like, if my car just makes it to work today, I'll be happy? Or if my mom will just not bug me today, I'll be super happy. You see, it's conditional and it's holding you back. And if you've got to figure out these if-then statements because they are sabotaging your happiness. Recognize them. Listen to yourself. Listen to the thoughts inside your head. And if you say it out loud like that, just stop doing it. You see, you've already proven that happiness is a choice. Think about the days that you're happy. Some of you are probably happy right now watching Rick Ginn on video. But it should be conditioned watching the video. The happiness is a choice and it's all right up here and it's available to you. And the funny thing is, it's not about money. It's not about the material possessions you have. It is a choice. And it is a conscious choice you make. The problem is most people make it a subconscious choice by setting it with if-then conditions. And if you do that, it's hard to be happy because it takes so much work for the things that you want to happy. And some of us have very lofty goals, and I love it, meaning you have high standards, and it's a lot of work. So if I'm grinding away and I want to do, say, 25 or 30 wholesale deals or regular, whatever type of real estate you do, it's a long journey. So what, are you going to be miserable for 9 or 10 months till you get to the end goal? No. What I'm saying is happiness is a choice. And if you understand that, it is within you. And if you know it's within you, why do you let other people dictate if you're going to be happy or not? Make a choice. It's a great feeling. And it's so easy just to say it out loud. And trust me, when you're watching the video, like easier said than done, Rick. I've been on both sides of the coin. Make the choice because there's no point in being miserable. And if you have a conditional statement based on hitting a certain financial savviness, why be miserable the entire way? Enjoy the ride. Listen, I came from a wholesaling real estate investing background, and I did this. Like when I sell that deal, I'd be happy. I was happy for a day or two. And then I'd go back to the grind, and it was conditional. So what I want to do is share some exercises with you to help you rid you of this roller coaster ride of why you're happy one day and why you're not. And if you understand that, then you can achieve your goal of being happy whenever you want because it's you that makes the choice. Nobody makes you sad. Nobody makes you happy. It's in your power to be happy. It's your choice. So I'm going to give you 2 simple exercises that will help rectify this problem right away because we need practical solutions to address our issues. So number 1, just becoming aware of it is the absolute best thing you can do. And if you start making if-then statements, just stop it. And the key to stopping is number 1, be truthful with yourself. And number 2, recognize the pattern because this pattern is going to be a little challenging to break at first. I promise you. It took me years to do it. I'm hoping you can do it within weeks. So step 1 is recognizing it. Step 2, decide what is really in control in your life. There are a lot of things you are in direct control and you take full accountability for it, and that's fine. And we all love that because we are in control. Let me give you an example. The time you want to get out of bed in the morning is 100% in your control. It's not the alarm clock's fault. It helps set it. If you hit snooze, it is up to you. If you want to get up at 7 in the morning to start your day or whatever time it is, 100% in your control. There's so many aids, apps, alarm clocks, everything else. If you wake up late, that's on you. It's 100% in your control, and that's an example. And those are the things that you have to manage, and that's what you spend your time on. And that should make you happy right there alone. Because when we know we're in control, we know the outcome and it's predictable and we can get joy and happiness from that. The next part of this, step 3, is you've got to recognize what's out of your control. And this is where I find the biggest puzzle with happiness. There's people that get upset when it snows outside, when it rains outside, when there's a hurricane blowing outside, when it's hot, when it's freezing. Honestly, do you really think you can impact the weather? Now, it doesn't mean you have to enjoy being cold, but put on a jacket. But to sit there and complain about it and be miserable, listen, we don't control the weather. You don't control the weather. It is 100% outside your control. So why on earth would you let an outside event determine your happiness? So once you start to recognize it, and that is the simplest example I can give you, and we can go on and on. When somebody cuts you off in traffic, is that in your control or not? No. Why would you get upset about it? You see, happiness is a choice. And deal with the things that you can directly control with your career, your family, your health, your spirituality. But getting upset and getting miserable over the things that there's nothing you can do about makes no sense. And for that reason alone, if you understand the difference of what's in your control and what's out of your control and be happy regardless, it doesn't mean you're satisfied with it. Guys, I've had business deals go so upside down on me before. And I remember just getting upset and sad about it and then getting angry, and none of it changed because at the end of the day, the outcome was the outcome. And when it was all over, I got happy. Why? Because it was over. It's like, so what I'm saying is if you have conditions to be happy, you don't get what life is about. And that's fine. It took me a long time to figure this out. So I'm not a hypocrite. And I want to tell you, being happy is all within your control. It is there every day for you. Now, I'm not saying skip your duty of earning your financial savviness so you can take care of everything. Money gives you options. And when you have options, it's easier to help people out and solve problems. But I mean, there's examples right now of billionaires all over the world that are so unsatisfied, so dissatisfied, some of the most talented people in the world, and they're not happy. So you know it's not a financial thing. And I get it. I want you to be financially free. And you know I teach you how to be financially free. But the reality is it's not dependent on your happiness. A happiness is a choice. You wake up every day, and if you want to do it, you don't have to be jumping out of the clouds and like 24/7. But I just don't understand when people are miserable about stuff, because if there's stuff out of your control, why get worked up about it? So I'm going to give you the final step, a bonus step here that I didn't plan on giving it, but I believe it's powerful. The key to really being happy as far as an implementation stage is to be present. Don't you find it ironic the word present is the same spelling as a word present, like you get a gift? Because it is a gift. If you can be with the ones you loved, your family, your friends, your business colleagues, whoever you're surrounded by, and be present. How do you be present? You actively listen to people, you engage, you ask high quality questions, because what makes us upset are things we can't control. So if you're in control of the present, which you are, you decide who you're going to talk to, what you're going to do that day, it's a gift. And if you can be present, so much easier to be happy. But most of us are trying to think about the past, everything that went wrong, and it removes your happiness, or you get anxiety about the future because you're concerned with what's going on. Listen, you have to deal and plan for the future, but you don't have to be overly anxious about it, because most of the stuff you're anxious about is stuff that's out of your control. And most of the stuff you fear the worst, 90% of it never happens. So start with this little trick. Just be in the present moment. Right now in this video, be in the present moment. Be thankful, be gratitude for what you have. It's just hard not to be happy if you're present, you're thankful, and you show gratitude and think about all the amazing things in your life. You see, guys, happiness cures so many problems in your business, your family, your loved ones, and your friends. And I'm sending you this message because if you're unhappy and you caught this video, turn it around. It's right here. Be happy right now. How do you do it? Use the gifts I gave you in this video. They're simple, they're actionable, and you can do it right now. Guys, if you got value from this video, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Guys, happiness is a choice. Make the right choice. This is Rick Ginn. I'll see you in the next video.